Hey, welcome to Wagering with the Wives. We're back live.
Season 3.
Welcome.
Season
We're
3,
here
episode 6.
once again.
After dark.
After dark. Yeah.
After dark.
The sun is down, as our daughter would say.
Sun is down. Speaking of, you just put her down. How did that go?
Good.
Yeah. Well, she went to bed
Yeah.
early. Which
She
never
probably asked
happens.
to go to bed.
If our listeners notice the time, we're a little early tonight.
A little early.
So we rushed through bedtime and just tossed her in her crib, and
Which
we got somewhere to be.
probably decreases our odds of having any live listeners
Yeah.
by
100%.
100%.
Yeah. This.
Thank you.
Yeah. The show is this show is consistently inconsistent, or inconsistently consistent.
That's what we like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever we're getting some traction with listeners, we're a moving target.
Pull the old rug out.
Ice it out.
Yeah.
Change the night, change the time.
God forbid we ever land like a real sponsor. We're gonna have to probably stick to some kind of.
We're going to actually make a schedule.
Yeah. If we actually make $1 off this thing.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, here we are, season 3, episode 6. Probably gonna land the plane on this episode a little sooner than earlier. We had a long week, guys.
Oh,
It's, fall break with the kids.
that's a tough week to end early. We got lots of breaking news this week.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
From the Jets.
I think Mole, we know you carry a lot of the weight, but Brian, I'm gonna need you to pick me up, brother. Pick me up.
Pick me up too.
Raise me above.
Raise me.
Raise me above.
Raise the roof.
Raise the
Did
roof.
Bird just put on fake eyeballs?
She did.
She's
For
just
those-
barely hanging on.
For those of you listening on Spotify and not blessed to be watching us live on YouTube, which is nobody, the bird has put fake eyeballs in because she can't keep her real ones open.
That tired.
That's how tired she
Paul
is.
break will do that to you.
Yeah. These kids are great kids, but they are exhausting. We love them dearly. Sometimes.
Well, should we get into the Jets breaking news?
Oh my goodness.
Do it. Go, Brian. This is all you, dog.
Tuesday, 2 days ago,
We almost did a breaking news
10:08
podcast.
10:08 Eastern Time, Robert Saleh fired and escorted out without being allowed to address the team. Escorted out by security.
Escorted out.
That's
Jeez.
sad.
Like players, other coaches found out via the news.
Wow.
Like neighbors were
Holy
texting
smokes.
them and stuff.
Ro-
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was in the rehab room when he found out. I don't know who came in to tell him.
You don't think
But-
he knew ahead of time?
Well, the timeline shows that Woody Johnson, the owner, called Aaron Rodgers Monday night before the firing. But according to Aaron on McAfee Tuesday, he had no idea what was going on.
You believe him?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
according to
I
the
believe
owner,
him.
the owner also said
Of course, I believe him.
he didn't have anything to do with it.
Wow.
And then, yeah, I mean, the obvious fix for the Jets' problems is to fire Nathaniel Hackett.
Well, but we know why, Brian, we know why he's not being fired. And you
He's
know-
Rodgers' boy, but he is
Rodgers'
getting
boy.
demoted and not calling the plays anymore.
Correct.
So maybe Rodgers doesn't have as much power as we think.
So Nathaniel Hackett, his offensive coordinator of the Jets, was his offensive coordinator at the Packers.
Mm.
So I read that Aaron was in support of Hackett getting the demotion.
Really?
Yeah, I read that earlier today.
Well,
That
Rodgers
he was-
said on McAfee. They asked him, what's going to happen with Hackett, and he's like, "I support whatever the decision is." He didn't
Wow.
say, which is basically saying, yeah, he shouldn't be calling the plays anymore.
All right. So looking ahead, do the Jets get Bill Belichick and do they sign Devontae Adams?
Mm.
I think yes to Devontae Adams and no to Belichick. Belichick hates the Jets after doing a little further research.
Okay.
Belichick's never going to the Jets. I think if things don't work out with the interim head coach, I'm actually kind of excited about the interim head coach, but if they go outside, I think Vrabel's the leading candidate.
You sound like a Jets fan all of a sudden, Brian.
Well, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan, and
Wow. Okay.
and I like to follow drama. There's
Okay.
There's a lot
So
of
the
drama.
other rumor going around about the next coach that's going to be fired is the Bengals head coach.
Ooh,
Mm. Probably a
That
good
he's
thing.
he's going to be out.
they have to win this week.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of winning this week, how did we do last week, team?
Yeah,
We are
let's. I told you, Snow.
Let's get in a little I told you, Snow. I'll tell you right now, we're sitting at 45%.
Mm.
So if you've been betting with us, you've been losing. Shocker. Last week, the Mole picked Tampa Bay money line. Mole, how did
You had it. You had it in the bag. And then it just fell away.
Awful.
Tampa Bay lost. And unfortunately, this brings the Mole to 4 weeks of consecutive losses.
And you know what else I hated about watching that game?
Go ahead.
They had basically the same uniform, just switched.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't really like that. So like one team had a black jersey on with dark red writing and then white pants. And then the other one had a white jersey on with dark red writing and black pants. It was like just exact opposite.
Just
Wow.
like who's who.
And it felt very confusing on the screen. I didn't
Oh, my
like it.
God. Well,
So they need to do better.
From season 2, we know your husband has a direct line to Roger Goodell. Do you think you can make a call?
Hopefully.
I left him a voicemail back in the day after the Fail Mary.
We know you did. Oh, that's so funny. Speaking of uniforms, it was 105 last week in Santa Clara, which was a record. And the 49ers tried to get out of their red jerseys to put on their white jerseys. And the Cardinals were wearing white. And they wanted to be, cooler temperature-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And the NFL was like, not happening. Sorry, you're wearing red. And because of that, the Cardinals won, Brian, and you won last week.
That was my question.
Yes.
Do you think the heat had anything to do with it? Because obviously the Cardinals, they say actually practice outside in this ridiculous weather.
Yeah, I think they were a little callous to it in a good way. So, but Brian, that was a great pick, by the way. Plus 7.5. They won by a point. The Cardinals, that was a great pick last week. And it was a
You know what would have been a better pick?
What?
Cardinals money line.
Yes. Yeah, that would have been great. But hey,
they got 2.5 to 1.
But they were laying 7.5. That's a good pick. So, someone who else had a great pick was the Bird. She went a little rogue, and she did Buffalo, Houston under 47.5, and they hit it.
Yeah, I think you guys
the total
were.
What was the final total?
I think the total was 39.
You got to tell me I told you so on that Bird because
Yeah, you guys both did. You guys were both
all over your pick last
me.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, but she got it. Bird, where did you get that intel to make a pick like that? That's a ballsy pick. That's a ovary pick, dare I say?
I just, I followed my inner mole.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
for the plus.
Hasn't been going well for me.
Don't. Yeah. Message to our listeners: never follow the inner mole if you want to win money.
Yes.
No, the mole on my shoulder. The mole.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I was with the Mole last week. I picked New Orleans, Kansas City over 43.5, and they did not reach that pinnacle. So that brings the Mole to 20%, the Bird to 40%, and Merlin and I are tied at 60%. So there you go. Sitting at 45% as a collective team. So on the heels of that, again, this is a betting show.
You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it. I use the word show very loosely. Let's go ahead with our picks.
And it is wagering with the wives. How do we bring up the wives here? So they're bringing down our percentages.
I think we just need a little bit more flexibility with the funds.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We need additional funds.
So the key to winning
Dave doesn't have the additional funds to give you. He is
money to bet.
Maxed out.
Can I address that?
We're driving all over to Circle K's now. We are hitting every Circle K.
Yeah. I've got 750-gallon drums of gasoline in my car.
I'm not even kidding. And he used to say how much he hated Circle K. It was trash. And now we have to hit literally every Circle K. So
Upside at potential
that's where
sponsor.
we're at.
Possible sponsor.
Possible sponsor. Breaking news. I took Mason to his little football practice thing late last week. You guys, I didn't realize this. I never signed up for DraftKings ever.
Oh, you got the free $1,000 bet?
No, I got the bet $5, get $200 instantly.
Nice. So you're
Wow.
And
loaded.
they're-
Back.
Yes,
You're
I'm
back.
back, baby. And I've utilized those free bets. I'm now plus $150 of real cash on DraftKings. I'm back. Thank you.
Wait, so what's your DraftKings balance? 150 or 350?
Well, no,
He
it's
used those 25s to get that 150.
Oh, okay, so
Nice.
you used
The
the $200
technic-
worth of free bets to
well, I still
turn
have
that
like
into 150 in cash.
yeah, but I still have like 2 more free bets.
Take that as
Hey,
a
guys.
sign.
I want to do some breaking news real quick. We have a listener.
Oh, breaking news, listener.
We have someone live with us.
Who is it?
Who is it?
We have a comment.
Clear Results
LLC.
I don't even know.
Sounds
who that
like
is.
sounds like a potential sponsor.
Ooh,
Clear results.
Yeah. Key to winning, double down. That's right.
Clear
thank you, Clear Results. Thank you
Isn't
for-
that the
Good advice.
free mail in your poop?
No, that's Color Guard. I think it's where
Oh.
you mail in your poop for
Clear
colon cancer.
results sounds like,
Contact solution.
or some sort of like background checking.
Possibly.
Oh, God.
Don't look up the
No.
bird. Stay away from the bird. Do not. If that is your true business venture, stay away.
Hopefully it's not a pun on clear direction.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's let Clear Results know what our picks are this week, guys. Mole, who are you going with?
All right. I am going with
Go ahead. You go look at the scrolling thing on your screen.
I forgot.
Yeah, here it is.
I'm going with the Panthers money line.
Okay.
And they are playing at home against the Falcons.
Yep, they are.
And we're just crossing our fingers and throwing up a few prayers and hoping I win.
Okay. There you go.
That's all I can do.
That's all you can do.
I think Carolina's really turned the corner with
Andy Dalton.
No, I think I give more credit to Hubba.
Bubba?
Let's have
Hubba.
Bubba? The
look
bubble
up the
gum?
name.
Chubba.
Chubba Hubba.
He's
Was your
pretty
wife
good.
looks up? Yeah, he is. Bird, who are you picking this week?
I took the Bills money line. They're playing the Jets.
Ooh.
I think they're gonna be a little discombobulated this week.
Oh, we have Michael Moore listening, one of our long-time
Oh,
listeners.
wow. Welcome
Ooh.
back, Michael Moore.
Welcome back. We got to get him on the show.
Let's get Michael's picks for the week.
Chiba or Chiba?
Chiba Hut.
I love Chiba Hut. If you ever go to Chiba Hut, by the way, potential sponsor, you get the AK-47, which is a roast beef dip, and instead of onions, you had cream cheese. It's unbelievable.
Where's a Chiba Hut at? I didn't even know.
They're
There's one
just
in-
opening one up here.
There's one in
Oh.
downtown Chandler.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you heard it here first. All right, so the Birds going with Buffalo. See, I think the New York Jets defense is going to play pretty hard for
Yeah, I think
solid.
there's going to be a spark.
Yeah, it's going to be a fire.
Okay. Well, I'll just have
In
to prove
New
you
York.
guys wrong again.
That's okay. Go for it. All right, Michael Moore's pick is Detroit over Dallas in Dallas.
I like that.
Detroit. I like that pick. Detroit.
I
right
actually
now.
said that on the couch tonight. Remember?
You did say that on the couch. You did. Okay, great. So we got Michael Moore's pick. I'll put that in the Excel spreadsheet tracker. Merlin, who are you going with this week?
Houston minus 6.5
Mm.
over somebody.
Who was it? I don't remember.
New England.
New England. In New England.
Yes. But
Yeah.
New England starting Drake May and disheveled.
Yep.
Houston, no Nico Collins, but kind of soaring.
Nico Collins is injured. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Poof, man, you are so
For a
ahead of
month.
the curve. A whole month?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm kind of like a little excited about Bo Nix. Not gonna lie. They are underdogs right now at home this week against the Chargers. It's kind of a University of Oregon head to head with Nix and Herbert. So I'm going the Broncos at home +3. They could still lose, but I'm going +3 with the Broncos. So there you go. Those are our picks.
I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And then again, Michael Moore, we got Detroit over Dallas. Those
Just
are your
money
picks.
line?
He did not state. Are you going money line or are you going spread? -3, Michael Moore. Please let us know. So we already touched on some breaking news. One thing I wanted to mention is if you watch the Saints game this week, we've got another Arizona high school athlete, just like Brock Purdy from Gilbert. We got Spencer Rattler, who played at Pinnacle High School in Phoenix. He's getting his first start for the New Orleans Saints. And Mole, I know you're a big Netflix person.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember the show QB1?
Yeah.
He was on that first season.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I don't
That's
think it
cool.
ended well for him. So,
Well, he's
Bird.
back.
What's that, Bird?
He's back.
He is back.
Let's hope better.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. Mo, what else do you have for us?
Mail?
I don't know. Yeah, let's pull up the mailbag. wageringwiththewives@gmail.com.
Speaking of mail, hey,
Do we pull up the mailbag
Mole's mailbag.
or do we fire up the mailbag?
we fire up the mailbag. Mole, come on. Hey, while the Mole's firing that up, Bird, can you let our listener in on what's kind of going on with our mail situation here at the Milady household?
The Milady household has no more mail. The mail has been put to a stop.
Did you cancel it or they canceled you?
They canceled us.
canceled us.
Apparently, we didn't pick up our mail for 10 solid days, which
Nice.
I find hard to believe.
Very hard to believe.
In your like little mailbox, they're saying you didn't pick it up?
Yeah. Just bull crap.
Says the mail driver who's like 17 and drives 50 down our street.
I would love it if the mail person canceled our house.
Yeah.
I never want to get a single piece of mail again in my life.
So Danielle went down there today.
I
After
did.
We got back.
I went postal at the post office.
Pun intended. Pun intended.
And some
And
lesbian
did they have
put me
like
in
a
check.
stack for you?
No, they threw it away. They sent it.
They
Returned
sent
sender.
everything back.
Everything.
No.
10 days worth of mail.
What?
She's like, you need to put notice. And I was like, we didn't leave. We were home.
And they said
Just
on the
like-
document that we hadn't checked our mail since
September
Sunday,
22nd.
September 22nd. There's
That's
no way
no.
we went 2.5 weeks without checking our mail. It's impossible.
Yeah.
This is Dave. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Dave checks his mail.
I've gone about a year without checking the mail.
Yeah.
Brian does not check our mail. He asked me
Nice.
the other day what mailbox we were.
I hate mail.
So, Brian, what number mailbox are you? Pop quiz.
6.
Hotshot. 6.
That's
I
because he
only
checked
know
it
that. I
yesterday.
only know that because I checked it yesterday. So I was waiting for a red check.
So, who's got the mailbox key? The mole?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all do.
I have one in my car.
Yeah. We all have one with us in our car and at the house. Like anyone is able to check it.
Do you guys know
I
your
have,
mail
to say,
person?
I have to say, I miss
No.
our old house where we had our own mailbox.
Ooh,
Yeah. Our last house had a mailbox in our front yard.
love that.
Oh, see? Yeah.
Love that. We had that growing up.
Yeah.
So good to have your own mailbox.
And we knew our mailman.
I've never
Yeah.
known our
Your
mail
mom did
person.
know your
He
mailman.
was really friendly with my mom. I don't
Are you
know.
supposed to tip your mail person?
No.
I think
Frank-
my parents
Did
tipped
Frank
him.
like the mailman?
Yeah. Yeah, we always checked our mail.
Anyways.
So anyway,
All right. Mailbag's
All right.
fired up.
go ahead. What do we have? What do we don't have?
You guys, we're on
Okay.
fire.
What?
Wow.
Stop.
We've got more emails. I mean,
Stop.
I'm going to have to start archiving stuff, but it's just so full.
This
We're
is
starting to get
crazy.
spam from like potential sponsors.
Is anything from Clear Results LLC?
No, but look what we got. Let me share my
Sharing
screen.
Okay. This is a big deal.
Look what we got.
This is when I get nervous. This is the only time I get butterflies on this show.
Oh, upgrade. Wait.
Oh, no, wait.
No, that's still a CRV.
But he's parked correctly.
The old CRV.
Wow.
Finally learned how to park.
Hey, parked right by his mailboxes. He doesn't leave his mail for 2 weeks.
Nope, his mailbox is right there. If that guy doesn't check his mail, then I'm going to punch him in the face when I see
Did
him.
he just send that email as we were talking about the mail?
No, this is coincidence.
That is
That's
nice.
Wow.
So
what did-
I thought it was a white car.
no, it was black.
I'd have to go back in the archives, but
No, it was black.
from the
It was
first time.
black CRV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, sorry. You know what, Michael Barry? Ooh, I shouldn't have said his full name. I'm all over the place. I showed his license plate number. Nobody
That's
look him
okay.
up.
No one,
Nobody look him up.
Let's pronounce his name. His name is Michael Cherry.
Yeah.
By the time anybody watches this stream someday on YouTube, he would have already traded in his car and gotten a new license plate.
His name is Michael, and his license plate is.
Michael Scarn?
So-
He's got a bird. Wait, a cat.
Yeah.
Second floor.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if we remember last week, he asked us if we were MLB players, what would our walk-up song be? So
Right.
following up on that, he said, thanks for the responses. I'm sure Hamilton would have been flattered. My favorite pick was Salt and Pepper. Hell yeah, bird. 100% still rocking the CRV. At least my parking is better this time.
It is.
I've never actually been to Boston Market, but I tread lightly on the shit talk when so much of your fan base is Boston based.
True. Very true.
Also,
Two-
I'm psyched for Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl.
Ugh.
You guys should dedicate an episode to learning about the 2024 Kendrick versus Drake beef.
Mm.
I've looked into that a little. I would like to go deeper into that and
Really?
really understand it.
What do you know about it on the surface?
On the surface is that they hate each other, and Drake called him out as being like a pedophile on his newest song.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
that's not good.
I don't know what started it all.
Why
Probably
did they have to go
probably
that
a
low?
girl. I don't know.
Yeah. Why didn't they
He-
just be
he
like, I
did, he
sup with
started
your
it all.
mom? And then they just, oh,
Well, I think Drake's dated some young girls.
oh.
Yeah. I think that's why.
You couldn't, I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Well, thank you, Michael, for writing us, Michael Berry. Cherry.
You're a
Oh, other
gem.
way around? Kendrick.
Cherry, thank you.
Michael Moore says other way around. So maybe Kendrick's the pedophile? I don't know.
One of them's a chomo.
Michael
them.
Moore is going to fill me in. He knows
Yeah.
the whole thing. We're going to
Hey,
conference
you know what?
him in
Let's
one
do
day.
this. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to say it right now. Michael Moore, hopefully you're around next week. We'll get Michael Moore on the
Yes.
show and
Let's
set the
invite-
record straight on Kendrick Lamar.
Let's invite Michael
you.
next week.
Because,
I concur.
we've got one of
That
our
was
fans
my
saying,
favorite episode last year.
Yeah. We've got a fan writing us saying they're psyched for Kendrick Lamar being in the Super Bowl. So we got to know what we're missing. So Michael Moore, fill
Yeah.
us in.
We need to know who he is.
All right.
Hey, Michael Moore, any more big what's your platform out in California?
Platform.
Since they can't use FanDuel and everything, they have
Oh.
celebrity picks. Prize picks. What's your
We-
prize pick? What's your
we-
prize pick of the week?
We could ask him next week. Or
Or you can text
Live.
us right now.
okay.
All right. We've got a second email, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
God.
All right.
And
I
I-
thought this was going to be a
British
quick
Dave.
show.
And I think this is a new listener. So,
Oh my
wow.
God.
Listen, I've been watching these Jets for years, all right? Every damn season, it's the same sad story. I'm sitting here thinking, when's it going to be our turn, huh? Every time I get my hopes up, I get kicked in the teeth like I owe someone money. It's getting old, I'm telling you. Look, I'll be real with you. I'm betting against them this week against the Bills. I hate to do it, but what choice do I got? It's
There you go.
business. I'm supposed to
And-
trust these guys. I'd rather put my money on a three-legged horse. And Aaron Rodgers, look, Merlin, I know you love him, but maybe he ought to just pack his bags and go back to Wisconsin.
Ooh.
At least they got cheese to go with his whining.
Hey, I've
What?
spoken about
Ooh.
this might be a legitimate fan here. You talk about the Jets. You get Jets fans listening. We need to talk more Jets. We get these
Wow.
angry Jets fans writing in. I like it.
Yeah.
Who's it from?
But hey, I have a response to that. Aaron's gonna light up the Bills on Monday night, and he's back, baby.
Is his knee okay?
Oh, it was a lower
was a fake
ankle
injury?
sprain. It was a low
Okay.
ankle sprain. He's good.
All right. That was
Hmm.
from listener Tony Calzoni.
Oh my
Tony
God,
Kellis.
His name sounds delicious.
Are you kidding me?
Ah,
Tony. So we have a new listener, Tony Calzoni
Calzone.
Oh, I love calzones.
from New
Me
York.
too.
Wow. What's your guys'
Yeah.
favorite calzone?
You think his family invented the calzone?
Probably
Yeah.
Dave's family invented the chicken breast.
boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Yeah.
You guys ever tell you that story?
I think you have.
Tell it again. I don't think you've ever told
Yeah,
that.
I don't
Have
think
I
you
told
told it on live.
Okay. All right. Well, my father, my dad's dad, Grandpa Salvatore, was a restaurateur back in the day in Long Island, and I think he had 5 or 6 or 7 Italian restaurants or whatever. And this is in the 40s. And, they wouldn't order their food from Cisco or U.S. Foods or Shamrock Farms. They'd go to the butcher, right? And his name was Salvatore. Everyone called him Sally. He had the gold bone necklace. He had the polished nails. So he'd go to the butcher and he goes, fellas, I'm looking for some chicken breast with no bones and no skin. And they'd go, Sally, are you fucking crazy? You don't want the bones? I don't want the bones. You don't want the skin? I don't want the skin. And he swore on his deathbed that he invented the boneless, skinless chicken breast.
That's
True
amazing.
story. Yeah. Because no one was ordering chicken breast with no bones and no skin except for my grandfather.
Well,
Well done. Well done.
I thank him because that's what we like. Boneless,
Where would
skinless.
we be without the boneless, skinless chicken breast?
So maybe Tony Calzone's family invented the calzone, which my favorite is a white calzone with some ricotta and some mushrooms and artichoke hearts. Nice little fold.
How do you pronounce ricotta?
Rogot.
Yeah. Just those words again. Rogot.
Okay. So Michael Moore's got some prop picks here in the comments. He says Caleb over 20 yards. I'm guessing rushing. Hopefully not passing. And Jalen over 45 yards, probably rushing. And Etienne, running back for the Jaguars, over 26 yards. So there you go. There's some prop picks for our listeners on Spotify.
Prize Picks, potential sponsor.
Potential sponsor. We'd love to have you.
With the wives.
Yep.
Oof. Oh, man. Well, is that it? That's it for the mailbag, huh?
That's it for the mailbag. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
wageringwiththewives@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring it home here with our favorite segment of the show, Wives.
Okay.
Ooh. What is it? Wives, are you ready for your football term of the week?
You're too lazy to hit the music button?
Oh. I'm not lazy. I just forget that we have this.
Oh.
Wives, find your deep thoughts and get out there and let us know if you know what this term is in football. Are you ready?
We're ready.
What is the weak side? Go ahead, ladies. What's the weak side?
It's kind of like the blind side.
So
Okay.
I'm going to say the weak side is like the side that doesn't have enough coverage.
Kind of, sort of.
I think that's where they put all their shitty players.
They put the shitty players on the weak side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Bird brought up a quick term, blindside. What's the blind side? Can you explain that?
It's that movie with Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
That's all I know about it.
Wow. So we actually stumbled into a Wives, What Is It?
By when Sandra Bullock brought in the offensive lineman.
So what's the blind side? What is it in football?
The blind side is the player who protects the quarterback because he can't see.
Do we have blind quarterbacks running around out there, or?
Bird, you're the one who used it in a sentence. You say it.
I was actually thinking about him sleeping on the couch in the movie, and
okay, the blind side. The blind side is if you're like a right-handed quarterback, your blind side is the left side.
Oh,
your back, because you can't see what's behind you technically.
Literally
right?
what I just said, right?
I don't know.
The weak side is like your rear view mirrors
or side mirrors.
Yeah,
I think
the side mirrors that you.
I think the weak side and the blind side are the same thing. I'm just throwing it out.
I think so too. I think you're just trying to jack with us.
No, the blind side is typically accounted for the offensive tackle that protects the blind side of the quarterback.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, verbatim. You did?
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the weak side?
Well, the weak side is a side that doesn't have an extra man, which is usually the tight end.
Where is he?
Oh.
So the tight end can either be on the left or the right. Anything opposite to where the tight end is the weak side.
So what if the coach sends in the tight end and he says, go to the opposite of the weak side?
He wouldn't send it in like that.
But wouldn't that really confuse the tight end? Because whatever side he goes to is the opposite of the weak side.
The tight end is always the strong side.
So he won't know which side to go to.
Why do I feel like I'm teaching this term to all three of you now instead of just the wives? Like what?
So nobody knows what the weak side is. Everybody knows the blind side because of Sandra Bullock, but nobody knows about the weak side.
And
You
Kim
didn't know what the
McGraw.
weak side was, and you played football in high school?
He didn't. He swam.
Why not?
No,
You
well,
He
I was
played
a tight end.
He played-
Dave. I was a tight end, and I was on the weak side.
All right.
We know.
I just Googled it.
That's
The
why I
weak
joined the
side.
swim team.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
Direction the play is advancing.
Speak
Okay, the weak
louder.
side is opposite the direction the play is advancing. Often holds
Ooh.
the key to unexpected plays and defensive strategies. By focusing on this area, teams can exploit gaps and create opportunities to catch opponents off guard.
That's
There's-
different from
That was just my first
No, it's
Google.
not. There's less
Yeah, it
people on that side. It's the
No.
weak side.
You're wrong.
No, the definition was the weak side is the side that's opposite of where the play looks like it's going. The tight
Okay.
end being on one
Looks
side
like-
does not
which looks
automatically
like the
mean
strong side.
that's the
So here we
way
go.
the play is going.
Okay.
I
The
think Oracle
side with
needs to
the
learn about
third
the weak
receiver
side
is
too.
called the strong side. The other side is the weak side. Defenses would compensate by moving an extra defender to the strong side. That's what he said,
See,
right?
this is the first time that the wives, what does it mean, has turned around and bit us in the face, Oracle.
I don't think it's
sharp
better than the
teeth.
fact.
I didn't know what it was. You're wrong. And now we have the definition of the weak side.
Hey, by the way, in positive news, Michael Moore said this theme music was the missing piece.
Oh, I saw that.
So now we're gonna
We're on to
skyrocket now.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're on to something.
I have a story to tell you guys.
Is it
Did
a husband flag of the week?
No, it's a football story.
Okay.
Did you see who the newest like sponsorship deal is for an Arizona Cardinals player?
No.
So Kyler Murray has teamed up with Call of Duty.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up.
What?
Yeah.
No.
So he's like official with them. And I was reading about it.
Get out of
And
here.
he plays so much
Oh, I know.
that the team had to add in his clause mandatory film reviewing time
Yeah.
because he would just blow off film reviewing to play video games.
Yeah, I knew that.
Is that
Wow.
crazy?
So he had, for years, probably at least 2 years, he's had all these trolls about Call of Duty, and it sounds like he's capitalizing on it. Good for him.
Yeah.
Love that.
Good for him. That's
Does he
True.
have any real
True
friends?
entrepreneur. True entrepreneur.
That is so funny. That's a good find, Mole.
I know. So he's
Wow.
stoked about it.
Wow.
Yeah, you spend that much time playing
And
Call
he-
of Duty and then you
he
start
even
getting paid for it.
He even said, like, thanks to the trolls who memed me. Like, now I have a sponsorship.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So he was in on it. He loved it.
Good for him.
The other thing I ran across that I just want to share with you guys real quick is some. I didn't even go further to fact check all these things, but I found these NFL facts from like back in the day, 40s, 60s, 70s, that were pretty interesting. First off, do you know how long it takes to, if you got on the wait list for the Green Bay Packers right now for season tickets, about how long would it take for you to get your tickets?
25 to 30 years.
They're estimating 60.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah. Is that crazy to get your tickets?
Wow. So you could get your name on there as a newborn and hopefully get them when you turn 60.
Yeah. Is that
That's-
crazy?
I just did the math.
Good. You're so quick. Thank
Yeah.
you. Didn't have to do a spreadsheet at all.
You went
Oh
from
my
one to
God.
60 that easily.
Yeah.
That's using your weak side.
Yeah. Oh, burn, blindside. Love you, babe.
Okay, I just got two more that I thought were really cool.
Wow, 60 years.
In 1982, Mike Mosley was MVP and he was a kicker.
Really?
What position has never won MVP?
Kicker
What?
or offensive lineman.
No, there was a kicker that won MVP. Was he a place kicker or punter?
I don't know. Who was Mike Mosley in 1982? I wasn't even alive.
It's true. Well, then I'm going to guess punter. Punter's never won MVP.
Well, I don't know if they have, but
Oh.
they said a wide receiver has never won. Is that true?
Jerry Rice never got MVP.
I don't know.
I
Like I
mean,
told you, I didn't fact check these completely.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
really
okay.
going off of social media on what they've told me.
Trust everything on social media.
Yeah, if it's on the internet, it's true.
Felt pretty
It sounds legit.
Yeah, Jerry
who
Rice
would
is
make
probably
that
never-
up?
Jerry Rice is the only receiver that deserved an MVP, and he probably never got it.
There you go.
Yeah, probably.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
my last one. In 1943, the Steelers and the Eagles teams were so depleted from World War II that they combined
What?
teams temporarily,
No.
and they were called the Steagles.
You're kidding me. Did you fact check this one? I've never heard of that.
No, I didn't, but I will right now.
The Steagles?
Yeah.
This is the only one I'm going to question.
I
You're
might
calling
call
bullshit?
bullshit on that one. The Steagles.
Wouldn't that be amazing if
Steagle.
every one of my facts were false?
It sounds like a microwavable meal. Oh,
So okay, so no, I
Steagles.
just looked it up like real quick. Just a quick Google search, and it was a temporary merger
Wow.
in 1943.
That's great. The Steagles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Steagles.
I wonder if they wore
Just for one
top.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one top and one bottom.
Yeah.
Huh.
Go
So
Steagles.
Go
Good,
Steagles.
it's a good note to wrap up on, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, let's bring it back. Feed the ducks, baby.
hey,
In the duck.
Yeah. Want to
Thanks
give a
for-
special. Sorry, Mo. I want to give.
no, go ahead. You do your special shout outs.
I want to give a special thank you to Michael Moore.
Yes, thanks for listening, Michael Moore. How'd you even know we were on?
And Clear Results LLC.
Clear choice.
Clear Results LLC. Don't even know who you are, but we love you.
Yeah. Don't do any
Thank you for
background
listening.
checks.
No background checks on the bird. And we want to thank you guys for letting us do a little bit earlier tonight because we're tired. Real tired. Bring us home, Mo. Bring us home, baby girl.
Thanks for listening to Wagering with the Wives After Dark,
After dark.
Season 3, Episode 6. We're gonna see you next week.
See you next week. Special guest, Michael Moore, if he's not traveling. We love you.
Tentatively.
Tentatively, TBD. TBD.